Hey y'all, let's try this again. I made sure that Instagram is updated, my phone is updated to the latest iOS 18. I haven't done 26 yet. I'm not ready for that update, but I do have the newest update on Instagram and the phone and all that stuff, so it should be okay. Hi Laura, hi Lizmo, hi Naya, welcome back in. Hopefully it does okay. Welcome back Tammy. Lizmo says better. Okay, so hopefully, hi Nancy. Hopefully it stays. We will see. I really think it's an Instagram problem. It's been such a pain for all of us lately. Hi, Sandy. I know that Latanya had some issues, and I think Chris had some issues recently too. So I think it's an Instagram thing, but hopefully we're better. I don't have anything else running in the background. Kevin just double checked our internet, and it is running like so good. So hopefully we're all good. We'll find out. I'm sorry. If it does freeze again, I'm so sorry. And we will figure it out, but hopefully it's good. So, okay, as I was saying, we have HHC for October. So this stuff will go on pre-order October 14th through the 21st. Wishlisting starts October 1st. The makers I have here tonight are Lizmo's Creations, Victorian Varnish, and Ribbits Stickits. And they all have their normal offerings, so the series that they are already working on, as well as holiday offerings, because the way pre-orders work and all that, HHC starts holidays in October, so that way they can get the stuff and ship it to you in time for the holidays. So that's where we were before Instagram started being a pain in the butt. So I do have this big, lovely package full of stuff. It was all sent to me to show on live and swatch and use photos and all that jazz. Hi Crystal, just saying that now. Hi Mighty Forge, for when we upload this to YouTube, because if you didn't know, I now have a YouTube and I upload all these lives on there, so they're easier to rewatch or to do the replays if you miss them. But yes, all these items are sent to me. And actually, one bonus of not getting to do the live last night as I planned, Ribbits had a package on the way to me. Hi Mama Cherry, welcome back. She sent me a package that had her holiday offerings, and I actually postponed my live until yesterday, hoping it would come, and it hadn't yet, and it came today. So I have all of the offerings today. I'm very excited to see them and show them off to you all. So with all that being said, let's get into it. I also feel like I'm really close to you guys right now. I don't know why. It feels a little awkward for me. So we're going to scoot back just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. Yeah, super duper excited. So we're gonna get into this. I do have info sheets from all three makers. Super duper helpful. We're just gonna get that put somewhere. I'm running out of space on my desk again, y'all. I really need to get through here. I need a de-stash. That's what I really need to do. Okay, I'm gonna just grab things out and show them off as we do. And I know there are sentable items in here, so we will read the descriptions as we get the sentable stuff out. And then we'll go through it. So the first thing here is Ribbits HHC. This is her holiday offerings. Also, I'm still learning the, hi Annie Marie, welcome back. I'm still learning the like multi-brand lives. I've only done a couple of these, so I don't know. I think honestly, because it's all in here, I'm going to pull it out and show y'all as I pull it out. And then when we do our close-up looks, I will combine it by brand. So for now, y'all are just getting my straight up opinion as I open things. So I do know that this is HHC holiday stuff from Ribbits Stickits. She's so cute. She organizes them in bags for me. And this one's actually like a holiday themed bag. This is a duo. There is a polish as well as a car freshie with a kind of like combining matching scent, if you will. Man, I had trouble with these bags last time, y'all. I swear they melt closed. I might have to get scissors to open this bag. It's like sealed like a chip bag. Okay, we are in. It is green. And their holiday duo is a Muppets Christmas Carol themed. Ooh, this is pretty. Life is full of sweet surprises. It is a really pretty, see, I tell you, as soon as I turn the camera, my nose itches. It's a really pretty green, and it has these beautiful flakies. They have settled a little bit in shipping, so we'll get in there and mix them up a little bit there. But it's really, really pretty. It kind of makes me think of Kermit, the color green that it is. So, Lizmo says, oh my God, some of those bubble wrappers are like glue. Yeah, I swear, like, the last time I said I thought it was the heat that did it, because we had that heat wave and I just thought they like melted together in shipping, but we haven't been as hot. Oh my God, this is so cute, y'all. Yeah, it hasn't been as hot. So this is Ribbits Car Hanging Freshie, and it is in a star-shaped bottle. I've never seen anyone do a star bottle. These are so, so cute. So this is in the same name as the polish. So the scent is Life is Full of Sweet Surprises. And it is a cute little star, and then it's colored green, and it has the really cute glitter in there. You can see it like moving around. Absolutely adorable. It actually really goes really well with the polish. If I can get those flakies there we go. Super cute. Let me find the paper so I can tell you what the scent is. Maybe. There we go. Okay. So yes, it's the Muppets Christmas Carol inspo for the polish and the Car Freshie. It's inspired specifically by Tiny Tim. The scent is candy canes, candy corn, and syrup with effervescent spicy soda pop, pine boughs, and sweet apples. Okay. Okay, y'all, I'm already getting a whiff of it, and I haven't opened yet. If you've never used a Car Freshie, I love these. I have a bunch of these. There is one in my Jeep and in my my personal Santa Fe as well. So you can take the cap off of it. It's got this cool like bamboo kind of cap. And then inside is a like little stopper. So you want to pop that open. I don't know if I can do it without a tool right now because nails are not tools. I say as I'm still trying to use my thumbnail. I know I have a cuticle pusher here somewhere. Okay, because we use it for open boxes. Just very carefully when I get it out because if you spill this on you, it is a fragrance oil. Okay, so you take the stopper out, you put the lid back on. I'm not going to do this right now because I don't want to use this yet. You'll put your lid back on and then you'll turn the whole thing over and you'll see it fill up into the cap in just 10-15 seconds, and then you turn it back over. And then anytime you need to refresh in your car or your closet, your bathroom, lockers, they're great for gym lockers. You just give it another little tip over. But I'm gonna open it because I'm gonna sniff it. Ooh, okay. I definitely get that sweet in the beginning. Hi, Pretty Nails Rock. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I get the candy canes and the syrup scent, and then I get the pine and the sweet apple. It is like, it's a very cozy holiday scent. It's definitely a classic holiday scent, but it's not crazy strong. And the pine is just kind of in the background. It's very nice. It is definitely a classic holiday scent. So all those like Yankee candles that you're used to walking past or the stores that you're in, this is what it smells like. This smells like the holidays. It's very nice. It's very creamy and sweet with just a little spice to it. Hi, Frida. Oh, I'm so sorry, Frida. I usually send you when I'm on my lives, and I totally got distracted since we had to restart the live since it was being a pain in the butt when we started. Actually, how is the quality? Are we freezing? Are we staying? Are we good? Let me know. Hi, Mac Nails. Welcome, welcome. So yes, this smells super duper good. Usually we don't talk pricing and all that until we flip around, but because we have a scented item, this is going to be available as a duo only. So you get the Car Freshie and the polish for $22, and there's a cap of only 25 of these available. Again, this is all for October's HHC. I just got a little bit of that oil on my, it's gone on the pants, whatever. Oh, y'all, it does smell really good. It does smell like the holidays. I'm going to put that baggie so I don't lose it. I reuse these too, so I'll put that over the side. Okay, next up, conveniently, we also have Ribbits polishes here. As things came in, they got thrown in this bag, so it kind of makes sense that brands are with brands, but I just never know what we're going to pull out, so it's like a magic baggie. Okay, so this is her continuation of the 100 Years of Magic series, aka the Big Mouse, if you know who we're talking about. This time specifically inspired by the Great Mouse Detective. So we have two polish, it looks like. First is a really pretty burgundy, I say with a question mark. This is, okay, y'all, please don't come at me. Hi, Mama. Because I do remember watching The Great Mouse Detective, but I don't remember it that well. And I don't know if it's Basil or Basil of Baker Street, my good fellow. And it has the cute little mouse, which when we flip over, you'll be able to see him better. Yeah, I never remember if it's Basil or Basil. So please don't come at me, but if you want to let me know how to say it properly, please do. This does say it's a magnetic. It's a really pretty, like, I can't tell if it's a burgundy or a brown base, and then it has this beautiful shimmer in it. I see green to teal and maybe to red. You're allowed to be late. You were at my house when I started. All right, and then I'm gonna put my flash on it just to show that ship. Yeah, see, I definitely feel like we have purple up there, and then we go into like an aqua to a green. But it is a magnetic, so I'm gonna grab the bar magnet somewhere and see if we can get it to do it on the back camera. A little bit. I still don't love my lighting for this yet, y'all. I'm still working on it, I swear. Yeah, it's not as great. I will definitely make sure when we flip the camera around, you will get to see it better. And then the second polish for that, which these are going to be available separately. It looks like basil, whichever one you say, is going to be $12.50 with a cap of 75. And then this one is, I didn't lose him. He was taken by a bat. This one will be $13 with a cap of 75, or there is another duo option. You can get them both for $25, and there's a cap of 25 duos. This one is a really pretty like tealy color, and then it has flakies in it that it look like they're shifting orange to green to gold maybe. It reminds me of fall very much so. I'm gonna get that flashlight again just to show those off better. Look at all those flakies in there and that lovely teal base. Really pretty. And again, I always love her little stickers on the bottom. I will make sure we show that when we get closer, when we flip the camera around so you can see it better. Also just realized I'm so bad about not turning my flashlight all the way on when we start these, because I use it in the middle of the night for stuff and I don't want it full blast at night. Also gonna keep my baggie over here so we can reuse it again. And it looks like next I got some Lizmo's Creations, so that's what we're gonna do next. Let me put these bubblers aside. Yeah, my desk is a hot mess. All right, I have the info sheet for Lizmo's Creations. Let's open her continued regular series, if you will. She is continuing her Gilded Aura, I never know how to say that one either, series, which we have had 2 in the series already. We've had Pink Aura and we've had Blue Aura, and this one looks like it's going to be Purple Aura. And I'm very excited to see this because obviously we know what pink and blue looks like. It's probably going to be similar, and it is. Oh, it's so pretty, y'all. Put that over there. I don't like this package on the lap, but I don't really have anywhere else to set it right now. This is super pretty. It is a gorgeous royal purple, and then it has the gold marble-like veining throughout it. Super, super pretty. And then, of course, it has its 5 milliliter cuticle oil refill that comes with it, and I love that she matches the cap, so you have the purple to go with the purple. And then inside the zipper pouch, which is another really pretty purple color to match. Inside here, you have your little 2 milliliter roll-on cuticle oil. Our scent this time, obviously, we're called Purple Aura. The scent is sparkling notes of Japanese citron mixed with zesty freshness, while soft herbal lavender grounds the blend in soothing calm. It's a crisp yet cozy scent that captures the spirit of fall. These are going to be $11, which you get everything you have here, plus there's a cute little card that tells you where you can find her stuff and all that jazz. So you get the Scrunchy Plus with the awesome zipper pocket. I'm going to throw it on my wrist right now while we smell stuff. You get the 5 milliliter refill, which is a dropper style bottle. I will open that so you can see that. And then you get the 5 milliliter. That's the 5 milliliter. Then you get the 2 milliliter roll on. For $11, there are a cap of only 35 of these available. I am going to put this on, we're going to just do this one on the left hand. We got more scents. I'm just going to be sniffing my whole body today. We're just going to like place them in weird spots. This one I'm just going to put on my left hand so I can smell it. I will tell y'all before I even sniff this that I am not a lavender girl. I am not a big fan of lavender, so I will tell you straight up if I like this or don't like this because of lavender. But there are tons and tons of y'all out there who love lavender. So, okay, the lavender's there. It is not, it's not a bam lavender, if that makes sense. I am going to rub it in a little bit more just to like, you know, let my body work with it. Yeah, it's not super, super lavender. Like, there is a lot of lavender that, y'all, I'm like, no, can't do it. This one is not bad. There is a little bit of that lavender there, but then you get the, like, zestiness that she mentions with the, like, maybe it's the Japanese citron. So it's a bright, and then you just get a little bit of the lavender. It's nice. I don't hate it. I don't know that I would personally reach for it because of the lavender aspect. That's just me though. I know there's tons and tons of people out there who love lavender. I'm just not one of them. Lizmo says, I'm not a huge lavender fan either, but it's not too lavender. Yes, I agree completely. Like, it didn't hit me in the face with lavender. I do know it's there, but it's also a very light scent. Like, it's not clingy. It's not dragging anything down. I feel like, honestly, even waving my hands around, because y'all know I talk with my hands, I usually get whiffs of it, and I don't smell it as much anymore. Now, it could be my nose, but I do feel like it's a very light, casual scent. So, like, if you work in close cubicles with someone, and they can't have strong scents, this would be one I think you could easily do and not bother anyone. It is very nice. Laura, I want to love lavender. I need that calm in my life. Same. The only thing lavender that I have definitely that I've loved, is there used to be a lavender chamomile tea scent, that I bought from Bath and Body Works a long time ago, and it would help me sleep. It was so good. And then they stopped making it. So, or I think they stopped and they brought it back and it's not the same, but that's the only lavender I've ever been able to be like, oh, I like this. So again, it's a nice scent. It is a very light scent. I do think the lavender has already kind of like worked its way off, and all I smell is a little bit of like zestiness. So it's a very light, subtle scent, and it kind of fades fairly quickly. Hello, Miss Christy. We did show off I've opened your polishes, and your car freshie, because your second package showed up today as I was leaving my house. So we do have all of your items to swatch. We haven't flipped over and done any swatching yet, but I did open your items already. We are now opening Lizmo's Creations. So that one, y'all, is our purple aura to continue the Gilded Aura series that they've been working on. I'm going to put the oil back inside of here so I don't lose it. And then when we flip the camera around, I will show the pattern off closer so you can see that a little bit better. And then we are going to go into, Chris says, whoop, so glad I got here in time. Yes, you did. Yes. Okay, so now we're going to go into Lizmo's holiday offerings. This is a Cozy Seasons Duo is what it is called. And I always try to open these nicely. I don't know why, but like I do. I'm not that person on Christmas. I swear I'm not that person on Christmas. But for some reason, I always want to open Lizmo's little packages like perfect. Ooh, I see some really cute fabrics for this. Okay, so you're going to get 2 scrunchie pluses with this one, as well as the scents that match in their 5 milliliters and the 2 milliliter rollers. It's only, according to this, it will only be sold as a set. So you have to purchase it as a set to get both of them. It'll be $21 for the set. 35 sets available. First one I'm grabbing out here. I don't know if this is in order or not, but we're gonna figure it out. First one here is this really pretty green plaid. How fun is that for the holiday seasons? Or maybe you go to like a school with uniforms. I bet this would match a lot of uniforms. And then this one's scent, which we have the white zipper pocket on this one. This has a peppermint mocha scent in it. It is, let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to read to just the scent part. The scent description is rich and cozy scent, blends silky chocolate, bold espresso, and a swirl of cool peppermint for the ultimate seasonal treat. So definitely excited for that. I really don't smell the lavender one all that much anymore, so I'm actually going to put this like on this part of the same hand, so that way I got more scented stuff, y'all. And my body's going to be covered in scent. I'm not angry at that, but we got to find separate spots to do it. So I'm just going to put it right here in the back of my hand. I am going to rub it in a little bit just to kind of warm it up with my body heat. Ooh, okay. It's iconic chocolate mint, y'all. It is Thin Mints. This is Thin Mint cookies. It is straight up chocolate mint ice cream. It's delicious. I love a good gourmand bakery scent. So like this one's a big yes for me. It is full on chocolate mint. You get both scents instantly. Lizmo says that'd be super cute uniform or skirt. Yes. Wouldn't that be so cute? Like you could get a matching scrunchie to go with your kids' school uniforms or your uniforms. I mean, maybe you're in high school watching this. I don't know. But I think it's really cute. I like the plaid. I honestly like the plaid even for the fall time. I think this works for fall as well as for winter. So I think it's a super pattern, super cute pattern. I also love, again, we have the green lid that matches the green plaid. And yeah, the scent, straight up chocolate peppermint. So Lizmo says, glad you like it. I hate peppermint. Oh, see, yeah, that's what I mean when I tell y'all, like, just because I don't like a scent or just because it doesn't like resonate with me doesn't mean that it's not going to resonate with y'all, which is another reason I love doing these lives. I can smell it and tell you like, ooh, we read patchouli and mint and all these scents, and you're like, I don't know what any of that means. And I'm like, y'all, it smells like a man. Like, my opinion, it smells like a dude. So just to give you a little bit more of a layman's term of the scent, I guess. But this one doesn't need any help. It is chocolate peppermint. It is it smells like a box of Thin Mints. So you want to smell like a cookie, this is here, and I'm here for it. I love the bakery scents. This one's big for me. Now, Lizmo says she doesn't like peppermint, and I really think the chocolate like tones the peppermint. It's not clearing out my sinuses peppermint, y'all. Like it's just nice. It's sweet and chocolatey. I'm a big fan of that one for sure. Again, I'm gonna put the little thingy back in here so I don't lose it or get it mixed up and have to read all the labels. Though I do love that Lizmo labels all the little tiny cuticle oils too. And then the second one for this is our winter flakes. Oh, this is so cute. Okay, so I picked it up and then got a surprise. So it is blue with white snowflakes on one side, and then the other side is white with blue snowflakes. I don't know how well that's coming on the camera. I'm gonna show you the seam. Maybe. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna show it with this seam. There you go. So you can see it's blue on one side and white on the other side. How cute is that? I love that. So then when you if you wear it in your hair, you get this swirl of both. And then it has the super adorable blue zipper that matches this one. And our scent is going to be Winter Flakes. Let's see, Lizmo. I put a little more cocoa in there because of my hate for peppermint. I think it covers it. Like, it doesn't mask the peppermint, but it blends it. It softens the peppermint. I think it's super great. My mom says, is it peppermint patty mint or is it mint chip ice cream mint? Aren't they the same? Well, no, peppermint patties are way stronger peppermint. This is not that strong. I would say mint chocolate, or like I said, I think it smells like Thin Mints. It is a good balance of chocolate to peppermint. Okay, this one is our Winter Flakes. Where's the scent description? Cozy blend layers spiced apples, cinnamon, and dried berries with a hint of evergreen and a touch of wood smoke. Okay, I'm intrigued by this one. We're going to go into the inner wrist with this scent. I'm going to smell so crazy tonight, but like, I'm not mad at it, y'all. I'm definitely here for this. Ooh, what am I smelling? Ooh, I smell the apples already. Okay, we're going to rub it in a little bit. Ooh, my tattoo's going to be really nice and oiled after this. Ooh, okay. This is apple pie. It's not really, again, it's not really sweet, but you definitely get the apples and the cinnamons right off the bat. The cinnamon right off the bat. I don't know if I'm smelling the wood smoke or not. It's just warm in there. Lizmo says, ooh, a tattoo. Yes, this was my first. And it does, anytime I put anything on my hands, lotion, cuticle oil, and it gets wiped down onto here, and any excess goes on this one as well. Are you supposed to do that? I don't know, but I think it moisturizes them really well, so I do. Yeah. I'm mostly getting the cinnamon and the apple. I'm not getting the berry. Ooh, maybe the evergreen. Maybe just a little bit of the evergreen. It's nice. Again, very classic holiday scent. I definitely know I own a candle that smells like this. Hi, manicure. Excuse me. Sorry. Hi, manicure Jocelyn. Welcome in. Yeah. Again, another really nice holiday scent. Not super strong, not in your face. I don't think it would bother other people. If you have a scent aversion to anything super strong, the cinnamon in this might be just a little bit too strong for you. Putting that out there. I really like it though, personally. It makes me feel warm and cozy, which I think was totally the vibes Lizmo was going for. So kudos there. And then again, the little Scrunchy Plus, absolutely adorable. I love that it's the two-toned on it. And then we have, of course, our matching lid too. All the little details. So you have the blue that goes with it. And You have your little roller ball and your refill. These are so great. I had someone the other day who was like, I kind of want one, but I don't really put my hair up. And I'm like, wear it as an accessory. Y'all, these are the best accessory. They're not tight, so they don't bother my arm. I have a thing about things on my wrist, especially on my tattoo. I think it irritates me. That's just a thing I deal with. But these do not bother me as an accessory. They're super great if you want to like go to the zoo, or go to like an amusement park, but you don't want to carry everything with you. So throw one of these on, have a cute accessory. Then if you do get hot, you can throw your hair up, keep your cuticle oil near you so you have it at all times. You can throw a $20 bill in here. You can stick a lip balm, any of the like small sunscreen sticks. You could totally throw that in here as well. It's just super, super great. If you want to have the 5 milliliter in there instead, this does fit in there. All of my posts, I always have something silly of like, you can put this in here or put this in there, but like practicality, y'all, I have taken my earrings off and thrown them in it when I didn't want to wear them anymore, but I didn't want to lose it in my pocket. Peelies, I have popped a couple peelies and put them in here before so I didn't lose them. So they have so many versatile uses rather than just putting up your hair. I think they're super great. They're super cute. Again, this one comes as a duo, so you get the plaid and the snowflake set for $21. There are $21, 35 of these sets available. And I'll show those patterns closer when we flip the camera around too. Let me put my cute Lizmo paper over here. Stay. Okay. Hi Monica Joy, welcome. Lizmo, I rarely wear one in my hair, but one is always on my wrist. Yes. I have definitely done it for both, but I don't typically start out with it in my, well, okay, it depends on if I'm themey for the day. Monica says I'm tardy. You are totally fine. We're just opening stuff right now. We haven't even started swatching or really getting into it, so you are great. Yeah, I typically don't start with one in my hair. I usually just wear a plain old hair tie. But if I'm wearing like a Halloween shirt for the day and I've got one that matches my Halloween vibes, y'all, which we just did that collab, which is so much fun with Lizmo, you can bet I'm gonna have one of those in my hair every day. If my hair's up, which is not always, but, or, you know, just if it matches my outfit really well, I will throw it on. But for the most part, I just wear a normal hair tie. And then I do tend to have one that matches on my wrist too, because I like the versatility. I love the cuteness, the little pop with your outfit. So they are really, really adorable and they're very, very comfortable. Now, most of them are made of a more cottony fabric. So if you need something more slippery than that, these are not necessarily for you, but I personally, with my hair type, I don't have any problems with them. I do have to watch what color I wear and if my hair color is fresh. Like when we just get this done, I stay away from any of the white ones, but that's a me problem. So they're super cute, super versatile. I love these. I just think they're so cute. I love them. So those are Lizmo's offerings. Again, we will show that closer so you can see those patterns whenever we flip the camera around. But we still just have a couple more things we're going to open in here. Tammy said, oh my God, a peely pouch. Yes, I have totally, which I wish I had brought one to the hospital with me today. I was visiting my uncle today and I had lost 3 peelies already. Actually literally lost both thumbs and an index. I was like, whatever, they're gonna be ugly for a live, but it is what it is. And then while we were at the hospital, I popped 2 more peelies and I was like, nope, they're all coming off before the live, and I threw them in my pocket. But I tend to forget them and then they get washed. So if I had been wearing one today, I definitely would have thrown them in there. Like then they're all your polished stuff is with your polished stuff. So hello Rodriguez Johanna. And then we have Victorian Varnish stuff to show. That is the last brand we have. Again, we have holiday stuff coming up. Oh, I got really confused for a second. I was like, wait, there's too much stuff in here. But there's not. There's the right amount of stuff. Okay, we're just grabbing stuff out. Y'all know how we do it. There's no rhyme or reason here. Whatever comes out of the bag comes out of the bag. It looks like first thing we have is a polish. It looks like it's purple. Get it out of here. We'll reuse that. Ooh, this is Mad or Curious. So this is a continuation on their new series. They started a new series last month, which is, let me find that paper. This is the Books, Botanicals, and Tea series. This one's Mad or Curious, which I would assume is inspired by a certain purple cat. It does say it is a thermal and a reflective, so I'm very excited to see what this is going to shift to, but we will grab that flashlight. It already has a gorgeous shifty shimmer here. We're going to grab out our flashlight to show off that reflective, and then you also can see that shift at the same time. Ooh, I'm very excited to see what thermal this switches to. What thermal? It is a thermal. What color this is going to switch to. I do have hot and cold water ready, so we will do that for sure. You will see those colors. Really pretty. This purple itself is gorgeous, and actually, like, I'm kind of seeing it with Lizmo's purple Aurora. Like, isn't that pretty? Aura, I don't know which one it is. But it looks really pretty. Lizmo, ooh, thermal and reflective. Yes, a thermal reflective. It's so sparkly too. Welcome back, Anya. So sorry that I had to restart. I don't know what happened. Nancy says very pretty. Yes, I really like that purple. Yeah, I love purple. Purple is one of my favorite colors. All right, we have another polish, which somehow I think my hand is just grabbing the polishes. I swear there's not polish too. Okay, so this is part of their holiday duo, because again, we do holiday stuff for HHC in October, so it ships in time and y'all can get it. So they are doing a holiday duo inspired by Shrek the Halls. This is called Christmas ? That was Chaos. It is a really pretty, super shifty. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see the shifts on this front camera. Really shifty, and then it has hollow shreds throughout it. We did have some settlement, so I'm going to have to mix it up just a little bit. Ooh, look, there we go. Now the camera has the shift just a little bit there. I'm going to grab that flashlight. Yes, you can see. Okay, hold on. That's the settled side. Let's look at the less. There we go. There's your hollow, and then look at that gorgeous, gorgeous shift. That has all the colors. I'm excited to see what color base this is. If I had to guess, I'm going to say a blue, just based on what I'm seeing from the very edge here, but we're going to find out together. I'm very excited. Super shifty. You can see those hollow shreds in there. Anya says, hello, no worries. I'm trying to find time to watch the live while my toddler is making a mess of the house. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. But you got to love them. And those messes, one day, those messes, they're going to be a thing. So, yes, I'm very happy that you get to join, but also I totally understand mom time. And you can rewatch the live on here or on my YouTube, which y'all, YouTube just makes it so much easier. Oh, so this is a duo. I have the second polish for the holiday duo. It only comes as a duo. Ooh, y'all, I don't know what has got my eyeball. It only comes as the duo. It will be $27. With a cap of 150 duos. Also, I don't think I told you the price. We're $13.50 with a cap of 300 of our Mad or Curious one. And if I can open this. Ooh, we got like a swampy green. This is a reflective, and it's To All a Gross Night, and it is a swampy green. Look at all those flakies in there. Those are like a fire in there. Tammy says, love the swampy vibes. Yes, very swampy here. Tons and tons of flakies, y'all. Excuse me. Whenever we flip the camera around, you won't believe how many flakies are in this. And then it is also listed as a reflective, so let's grab that flash. Yes, look at all those sparkles. Tammy says, Shrek realness, 100%. Also, I don't know if y'all are seeing this. I do have an extension again on my middle nail. I'm so mad. I broke it the other day. We were out. I went out naked. I should not have, and I hit it on a shelf, and I snapped the tip right off. So mad at myself. Gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to show you these two together so you can see the, like, Shrekness. Yes. Super, super cute. Okay, I'm very excited to swatch those. And then we have our Bath and Beauty items as well. So we have it looks like we have our Lavish. Yeah, Lavish is amazing. Anya says, I'm loving all the chunky flakies Tammy put in her recent batch of polishes. I'm so excited. I haven't opened my October package yet. Just life. We're getting there. It's not due yet, y'all. I literally get packages in. I open them. I look at due dates. I separate them. I move them around. And then I write like when I need to do them. And I do the math. I'm like, okay, if I do 4 today, 4 tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. That's how my brain works to do swatches. I'm just now starting doing the like PPU, HHC. I do think I'm going to be doing Little Box of Horrors all together, just because I have multiple brands now, where before I had like one brand who was sitting in this one brand who was sitting in this one. So now that I have multiple brands, I am starting to do the shop sales, whatever, together. So that is why technically this stuff all came with the October launch stuff for Victorian Varnish. But we pushed it to be with this so I could show you guys this stuff a little bit sooner. Okay, so we have our tincture, which is acetone additive duo, and we have a lavish coming for October. The tincture duo, we have fall party, because this goes along with the original series, which is our books, botanicals, and teas. Anya, you're in for a beautiful surprise. I love all of them. Can't wait to see erection. I'm super excited to see them. I have seen a couple spoilers of things, I think, but y'all know I try to like avoid that too. So, and then we have So Matcha, and the lavish is in the fall party as well. So we're going to sniff the acetones, and I'm not going to open the lavish just yet since we already have that scent. Get out here, envelope. I don't need you anymore. All right. Let's open the So Matcha first. I'm gonna smell this without reading the description, because I always think it's really fun to try and guess Tammy's scents. I'm trying to see like what doesn't smell on me anymore. I will say everything Lizmo still smells a little bit. The Purple Aura still has a little bit of a floral scent, maybe a little lavender, but not in your face. Our Chocolate Mint, it's just mostly chocolatey. And the winter scent is definitely a little more like spiced apple still. So they're still there. They're not as super prominent. So we're going to do this. Oh, I don't know if I can open this. Hold on. Is she tight? I'm going to grab my little, this is actually for opening polishes, but it'll do the job. There we go. Okay, so I did shake it up a little bit. Now the scent in this form is slightly different than in the lavish, because it's in an acetone, obviously, or in an acetone additive. You wouldn't typically put this directly on your skin. That's not the idea of it. You mix this into your acetone, and it adds wonderful nutrients and minerals and vitamins and all that stuff to keep your hands and nails hydrated while you use acetone. I am just going to go ahead and put a drop on the back of my hand here. Tammy has approved of me doing this. I'm not being crazy. Okay, well, y'all, I'm always being a little bit crazy. But right now we got permission for this one. And I'm just going to give it, again, another little rub in. Ooh, okay, that is, she a little florally. Maybe a little fruity. And Tammy says yes. Yeah, we got permission. I'm not just doing things all willy-nilly here. Yeah, I got floral kick, and then a little fruit, and then like a freshness, like if you told me like a lily pad, you know what I mean, or like verbena. I don't know, like you're thinking like fresh leaves, like a leafy scent. Now it is called So Matcha. I don't know if there's any actual matcha in here, but we're gonna find out. Oh, it says green matcha. I don't know what matcha smells like. I don't really like drinking matcha. I'm not a big matcha person. Kev likes matcha. It's a little too earthy for me. Green matcha and dewy melon offer refreshing earthiness, while mint adds a crisp, sparkling burst. Soft jasmine and rose unfold gently, blending with a sweet splash of berry. This fragrance captures the perfect balance of grounded freshness and lively energy, like earth meeting a refreshing breeze. That is a description. Tammy says like willy-nilly. That's a description. I don't know that I get much earthiness. Like I get fresh, like I'm thinking greens and plant teas. So I guess maybe that's earthy. Earthy to me means dirt. I don't know. I'm not really getting that. It is fresh. I definitely would say I get the jasmine and the rose, which is that floral I was smelling instantly. I don't know I'm really getting the melon. It is bright. I get the energy part of it. It is a bright, Tammy's is a whole journey. Girl, that was a lot. Yeah, it's not Joe Dirt. We should have a scent called Joe Dirt now. Also, I love that movie. But, I hadn't seen it in a while, and I'm wondering if I'm wondering how that movie aged. I'm not sure. Yeah. No, it's nice. I like it. I don't love it, if I'm being honest, because the floral part, and I don't really like floral stuff, but I do like it. It is a nice, clean, fresh scent. I don't know how often I would personally reach for it. So take it as you will. I don't know that I smell matcha, because again, to me, matcha smells more like earthy. And Tammy, you're laughing at me about the Joe Dirt and the dirtness of it, but there are dirt scents out there. I have one, I think it's Bluebird, did a soil scent, and it smells like fresh dirt. Like it does. Yeah. And honestly, I like it because I'm from the Midwest, and like the smell of soil when it rains, fresh tomato plants, y'all. I have a candle that smells like a fresh tomato plant, and I absolutely love that smell. So I get earthiness. This doesn't smell quite earthy to me personally. But again, I don't make sense. So like, y'all, I don't know what earthy means. To me, earthy means slightly dirt, soil. I don't get that from this. I just kind of get plant-based. I don't hate it. I just don't love it. Tammy says, not a Chelsea scent. You are right. It is not a Chelsea scent. It is not my favorite thing. It's got too much flour in there for me. But I don't hate it. Like if someone gave me this and was like, this is the only lotion I have, take it or leave it, I'm like, all right, I'm taking it. Where like you give me a whole thing of lavender and we're out. So, yeah, I don't think it's bad. I just don't think it's for me. Lizmo says, apparently there's a poop scent. No, thank you. No, ma'am. Y'all, again, my nose, she itches. She itches like crazy. I don't know what's up. Yeah, no, we ain't going to no poop scent here. That's not happening. All right. The next one is Fall Party, which is also what the Lavish is scented in. Now the tincture duo does only come as a duo. You have to get both of these scents together. They are 15 milliliter bottles. $9 for the duo, and there is a hard cap this month of 50 of them available. So there is a hard cap. She will not be adding more to the store. Once they sell out, they sell out. Tammy says, I don't like lavender. Okay, see, I'm not alone. But it's okay. When I get lavender stuff, I know people who do like it. My mom likes lavender. My aunt likes lavender. I've got a girl at work who loves lavender. So they get used. Don't worry. They all get lavender. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. I'm trying real hard not to. Okay. Well, maybe. Okay, I think that's it. I knew it was coming. Tammy says, I like those together. Of course, it's lovely in acetone. Yes, I will definitely be like sniffing them duo, because Tammy makes these duos with the idea that you can mix them together. So we'll do a sniff test of them together. But this one is our Fall Party, which again, I want to smell it. Yeah, I'm telling you, my nose. I want to smell it without. She's allergic to floor. Maybe that's what it is. Nah, my nose has been itching since I turned the camera on. I don't know. We're gonna do this one. We're gonna do this one on the arm. Just a little droppy there. Okay, a little more than a little drop. I'm gonna rub it in a little bit. Ooh, okay. All right, we got fall, y'all. We got some warmth. We got a little bit of apple. There's a spice there, but I don't want to say cinnamon. It's not clove either. What does allspice smell like? Can we go with allspice? Can I get a vowel? Yeah, it's definitely a fall scent. I feel like there's apple, maybe a little bit of apple in the background there. Like not cinnamon apple. I think I already said apple, didn't I? Maybe I meant pear. There is a fruit in the background that's just a crispy freshness. It's not cinnamon apple. Like we did Lizmo's and hers had cinnamon and apple in it. This is not cinnamon apple. It is like fresh green apple with a spiciness around it. It's very different from Lizmo's scent. Because hers was very much a not campfire, but like a cozy fire winter vibes, where this to me is a fresh, crisp winter. This is like outside winter air. I don't know if that makes any sense. It's bright. It's a very bright scent. Okay, ooh. Apparently I did not rub it off my hands into my skin. I got a little more on me than I thought I did. We're just gonna rub it up there a little bit more. Touch the paper and the paper went, it's my nice oily fingerprint there. Okay, this is Fall Tea Party. It's a fragrant blackberries and autumn fruits blend perfectly with southern sweet tea and a touch of cinnamon brown sugar. Y'all, I was all kinds of wrong. All kinds of wrong there. Okay, now that I'm smelling it and I know there's blackberries in it, I can see that a little bit. It's a little bit sweet on the back end. Cinnamon brown sugar. I guess this is spice I was smelling with cinnamon, but it wasn't like cinnamon. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't cinnamon pine cone level cinnamon. It was just like, there's a little cinnamon. We just did a dash. Just a little bit of the, the little salt bay. I don't know what sweet tea would smell like unless sugar is the answer there. Yeah, it's nice. It's a spicy, bright kind of blend. I definitely think it's like a crisp fall outdoor day. It's very nice. I like this one. I am very curious about them together because I'm wondering about the floral with all of that in there. So we're just going to do a little sniffy of them both. I think it's because of floral. I'm kind of put off by the floral personally. I don't hate them together. Again, I wouldn't do them together. Now, I do like the fall party, and actually, like, no offense, Tammy, but I'm glad that's the lavish scent because I will use this. Where I would have definitely been gifting these so much to someone else, just because it's not for me. But I do like both scents, but I prefer the fall party. Tammy says tea leaves, basically, I believe that's what sweet tea smells like. All right, well, that's not what sweet tea here smells like, but I think it just smells like pure sugar. So yes, I do like them. So much is not a me scent. I do really like the fall party. I just think it's crisp and nice, and it's got a sweet note to it, but you do smell the spices more. And again, I feel like the cinnamon's a different cinnamon. It's a subtle cinnamon as opposed to like a cinnamon broom or pine cone that hits you in the face. So I do like the fall party, and excuse me, that is the one that also comes in our 2-ounce lavender airless pump bottle, which this will be $9 with a hard cap of 60 of the lavish as well. Lizmo, this is not a good scent night for her. I mean, did I like them all? Okay, I think we liked everything. There was just one that I didn't. There were two that weren't my favorite. We had the lavender-ish, not my favorite, and the so much not my favorite. And we sniffed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things. 4 out of 6, I'll take 4 out of 6. And I know fully that I'm not going to love everything that gets sent to me. That's not what I do here. I smell them so that you can hear my thoughts and hopefully make your decision on if you think you're going to like it or not. So Tammy, oh, not me. I live by my sweet tea. Yo, no, I love sweet tea too. I can't do the caffeine, but it's just sugar, This is Fruity Bakery, she is a Fruity Bakery, which is coming, I swear. Yes, I do like Fruity Bakery, sweet, some of the like spicy stuff. I'm not a perfumey person. I don't do a lot of florals. That's just me. I will say, I got so many scents going on, and they smell good all together. Like I don't smell bad right now. Tammy or Lizmo says I need to smell sweet tea. I love to drink it. Same. I love to drink it too. I have to be careful because the caffeine in it, but I do too. And she also loves fruity. See, fruity works for most people, but it doesn't work for everyone, which is why I know that lavender is going to be good for some people. The so matcha, I know there's a bunch of people who are going to love this because it is a nice scent. It is a sweetened, florally vibe, and it's a nice scent. It's just not one that I would want to wear typically. Drenched in all the things. Yeah, y'all, my whole body smells good right now, so I'm not mad. I'm not mad at any of it. Yeah, okay, so we have opened everything. We need to flip over the camera. I will show you guys Lizmo's scrunchie patterns closer, as well as going over like scents and all that stuff. We'll do that again. And then we will get into swatching. We have 6 polishes we are going to swatch tonight. We will do 2 coats of all of them like we usually do. There is a thermal, so we will get it on and then we will dip it at the end so it has plenty of time to set before we dip. And there is also a magnetic. So we have a lot of cool polishes and things, textures, types, formulas. Formulas are the words we want to show off. So yeah, let's flip you around, and I'm going to grab a drink when we do that because my voice is already getting a little bit scritchy here. And yeah, let's get into some stuff. So we're going to do this button. I'm going to scooch it down a little bit. Tammy, when I dip, you dip, we dip. Yes, ma'am. Okay, I'm going to get you scooted, and we're going to zoom in just a little bit. I do have my little info post-it here. I know some of my writing got a little bit tiny, but I was trying to fit it all in one, and I was like, it's not happening. So then we moved it down to 2. I also did write the Muppets Christmas stuff yesterday, not knowing I would have it. I was like, well, I'll still talk about it, but I'm so excited I have it to show you. So there's that with all our info. If anybody wants to screenshot that, I'm going to grab a drink really quick and turn on our air purifier so we don't have all these polish fumes. Okay, I'm going to show the non-polished things really quick just so I can scoot them out of my way. We're going to start with Lizmo's stuff here. So going in with her continued series, this is our Gilded Aura series. We are finishing that. Lizmo says, I love the embossy. I started doing this, I think like a month or so ago. I really like it too because I personally am a visual person. So being able to read this and screenshot it is great, where sometimes you'll be like, oh, it's $12.50 and that doesn't stick in my head. So it's always here for you to reference. I try to get it kind of in the background of my screenshots too, but it is always here if you need to see it. And I try to put all the info. I know it's tiny. I should have spread it out. I didn't realize we were going to use 2 Post-its, but all that stuff's there. This is the continuation of Lizmo's Creations Gilded Aura theme for HHC. So we have had Pink Aura and Blue Aura, which had these beautiful scrunchies in the pink and blue patterns. This one is Purple Aura, and then it has the gold and black vein marble-like pattern on here. And then you have the beautiful lilac zipper, lavender. I don't really know the difference between the two. I'm not going to lie, y'all. They kind of look the same to me. But inside here, you have your 2mm roller ball in the Purple Aura scent. This scent was the sparkling notes of Japanese citron mixed with zesty freshness. Soft herb lavender grounds the blend in soothing calm. It's a crisp yet cozy scent that captures the spirit of fall. This one will be $11. You get the Scrunchie Plus, you get the 2mm roller ball, and the 5mm refill, which we showed on the front camera. It is a dropper style, so you can literally use this one if you prefer the dropper to the roller, whichever one you want, or these are refillable with this. $11, cap of 35 of these available. Again, that pattern is so pretty, and I can't tell if the gold is really showing how metallic it is, but it is a metallic gold. It's not just a printed on there. I mean, it is printed on there, but like, you know what I mean? It's not colored yellow. It is golden. It has a metallic to it. So super duper cute. This was the lavender scent, so it definitely does have some lavender to it, but it is not an overwhelming lavender. So if you like lavender, you're definitely going to like this one. And then we also have our holiday duo, which is the Cozy Seasons duo. So you get 2 Scrunchie Pluses with their coordinating scents. The first option is our Winter Flakes here. Which I didn't read the actual description of this one. It says, we stitched 2 different fabric designs together to bring you the opposite blue and white snowflake designs with a blue zipper. So I do really like this. I think it's super cute. You have the blue with white snowflakes on one side, and then the other side is white with blue snowflakes. And then, like I said, if you were to put this in your hair, you're going to get that, like, you know, you crisscross them, and don't know why I can't do this on camera. So you're going to show off the blue and the white of it. I think it's super cute. Highs to lows. Yeah, I love that you can get both sides, or you can wear the white out or the blue out, whichever one you prefer today. And then again, it does have that super cute blue zipper to match. And then inside here is our little, there we go, is our little 2mm Winter Flakes scented roller ball. Again, super cute. I love these sizes. I think they're perfect for throwing on your cuticles, and then obviously having it fits in here so much better. I am feeling so much better, Slopes. Thank you. The scent for this one is described as a cozy blend, layers spiced apples, cinnamon, and dried berries with a hint of evergreen and a touch of wood smoke. I definitely smelled the spiced apples. The cinnamon was a toned down cinnamon, so not like in your face. I'm trying to find where I put that one on my body. I will say I don't smell it super strong anymore, so it did like work in and dissipate. But it wasn't super, super strong scent. It was a nice, cozy winter vibe for sure. It also comes with a 5mm refill and the matching scent with the cute little blue top that goes with it. And then also with the duo, because this only comes as a duo, you get the green plaid one, which is our peppermint mocha scent. So you have your super cute green plaid here with the white zipper, And then of course inside, which also y'all, I always love this little detail, the little Lizmo's creation tag inside. I think it's absolutely an adorable touch to it. And then you get your roller ball in the peppermint mocha scent, which is a rich, cozy scent that blends silky chocolate, bold espresso, and a swirl of cool peppermint for the ultimate seasonal treat. Thin mint cookies, 100%. You definitely have the mint. It has more chocolate than mint, but super, super cute. Wonderful scent. I really do like the scent. Again, I do like bakery sweet stuff. And then you have the matching green lid that goes with this one as well. So this duo also available HHC in October, which Wishlisting starts October 1st. And pre-order runs the 14th through the 21st for these items. You get the duo, so you get both scrunchie pluses with their matching scents in the 2 milliliter roll-ons and the 5 milliliter refills. For $21, there are only 35 of these sets available. So definitely snag these. I think they're super cute. And honestly, if y'all are looking for stocking stuffers, you could grab them and have for 2 different stockings, or maybe you have coworkers. These would be super cute for coworkers. You get the duo and then give one to each friend, or however you want to do it. But I think they're just cute. Again, I stand by the plaid. If you know anyone who this goes with their school colors or it would match their uniform, I think it's super cute, and it would be like adorable to have this on your wrist with your school uniform. They're adorable. I love them. I love these patterns. Again, I really love the dual tone on these snowflakes, but super cute duo. You can keep it for yourself, or you keep one and give one to your friend or whatever. Both scents wonderful, wonderful for winter. So again, $21 for the duo. And then you have the purple aura, which will be sold separate for $11, and 35 of these capped as well. Super great. That is all coming from Lizmo's Creations to HHC October. Where am I going to set this so I don't knock into it? Over there sounds great. There's a person at your front door. Okay. I don't know who's at my front door, but Kevin's gonna get it. My mom said would be fun for Secret Santa too. Oh yes, especially honestly, I mean at the $21 price point, if you were splitting it between 2 people, then I mean you're obviously spending, I can't math right now, what is that, $10.50? So that wouldn't even be your full budget, or you could just get the duo for Secret Santa. So I do like that idea too, Mom. That's a great idea. And Solipsis's plaid is my fave. I like the plaid too. I think it's super cute. I like the snowflake because I just really like the duo tone. I like the blue into the white. I just think it's cute. I like that you can wear it 2 different ways. So Lizmo says, thank you. You are welcome. Thank you for letting me show them off. I love them. I think they're super cute. I don't know who we should go to next. I have scented stuff for both. So, we're going to go into Victorian Varnish because again, I can get these off of my desk and scoot them out of the way. So that's where we're going. That's where we're going next. Okay. Victorian Varnish, we're going to look at her scented stuff really quick, her body care, and then we'll get into her polishes. So you have your Lavish in the Fall Party scent. It is I love this, look at this, sticker, because this goes with her Books, Botanicals, and Tea series that she just started. Hi, Jay Hawkins. Welcome, welcome. Am I Jamie? Jamie? Is that Jamie? Oh, Instagram is not showing me all the people in the chat. Pretty sure you're Jamie. I could be wrong. But welcome in regardless. So she is continuing her Books, Botanicals, and Tea theme. You get a 2 ounce. These is the airless pump bottle. These are absolutely amazing. You get every last drop out of this with that pump bottle. There's no scraping, no cutting it open, nothing, because you're going to get it all out of here. That Fall Party scent was our fragrant blackberries and autumn fruit blend. With a southern sweet tea and touch of cinnamon brown sugar. This was my preferred out of the 2 in the duo. Personally, I still smell it on my arm. I definitely get the cinnamon. It's not a we're not cinnamon pine cone level cinnamon, but it's cinnamon and fruity and sweet. I do enjoy this one. That also comes, we are going to be $9 with a hard cap of 60 of these available. And then it also comes, that same scent, the Fall Party, comes in our tincture acetone additive duo. This is going to be $9.50 for the pair of them with a hard cap of 50 of these. And then it also comes with the So Matcha scent, which described as, this was a journey earlier, green matcha and dewy melon offer a refreshing earthiness, while mint adds a crisp, sparkling burst. Soft jasmine and rose unfold gently, blending with a sweet splash of berry. This fragrant, captures the perfect balance of grounded freshness and lively energy, like earth meeting a refreshing breeze. If that isn't a description, my goodness. I can still smell that on my hand. It is definitely more on the floral side, and then it just has a clean brightness to it. Again, we talked about it. It's not a me scent, but it's not a bad scent. And I do think they mix well together, which Tammy makes these duos with the idea that you can mix them together. I do think the scents play well together. I don't think I would be reaching for the So Matcha myself, but I do like them, and the fact that you get them as a duo for only $9, and you can keep your nails and hands super hydrated while using acetone is a huge plus here, especially for someone like me who goes through acetone like water. So that is our Bath and Body offerings. Celeb says, yeah, the party few lives I've watched, Insta isn't showing all the people watching like it's did the past few. Yeah, I usually can click and be like, what's your government name? So I know what to call you. But right now it's telling me I have 12 people in here and I can see 3. So I don't know what Instagram's doing. It was already a pain when we started the live tonight. So it just as it is. So if I don't know your government name and you would like me to call you by your government name, let me know. We have 3 polishes from Victorian Varnish for this. I have not started doing, because I haven't had that many polishes yet, I haven't started doing like an HHC wheel. I'm kind of keeping branded stuff with branded stuff. That's a personal preference because I do keep my swatch wheels. What we're ever going to do with them, I don't know. That's the problem for another day. Celeb says I can only see 2 of the 10. Yeah, I don't, it's so weird. But we're going to show this on our Victorian Varnish wheel / on our individual stick because we do have a thermal for this one. So that'll go on its own stick. Hi, the enthusiastic Nina. Welcome in. I'm just going to call you Nina if that's okay. Tammy says I can't even click on it. Yeah, Instagram's being a major pain in the butt. All right, so we have 3 polishes. We are going to start with our continuation of our typical series. Tammy started a books, botanicals, and tea series last month, I believe. Could have been 2 months ago. I'm pretty sure it was last month. Which is kind of like Alice in Wonderland / the Botanical Gardens by her did some really cool topiaries and stuff that are Alice in Wonderland inspired, and she based it off of those items. So they're like off the topiaries and stuff that she saw at the Botanical Gardens. So this one is Mad or Curious. It is a thermal and a reflective. Oh yeah, if I read things, it's the inspiration, Atlantic Botanical Gardens and the Alice in Wonderland exhibit. It is described as a thermal. It'll be purple in its cold state. It goes pink in its warm state with a large particle aurora shimmer in pink, violet, red, and it has tiny bit of silver reflective glitters. This one is going to be $13.50 with a cap of 300, and look at those beautiful shifting shimmer in there already. Anya says, yep, last month was first polish. Okay, I thought so. I thought last month was, but y'all, time is not a real thing anymore. Okay, here it is on its own. I'm going to grab that flash out so we can show the reflective glitters even more. This is super pretty. I'm very excited to see this one shift with the thermal. Slope says this is so pretty in this state. Yes, I love it in this state. I'm excited to see it. It says pink in its warm state. Yes, pink warm state. So I'm excited to see it switch. So we are going to grab our individual swatch stick here because it is just way easier to dip thermals when they're on their own thingy. And if I can open the bottle, we will get a coat of Mad or Curious on a swatch stick. Y'all, it's actually been a couple days since I've been in my office. I think I was in here Monday night. And that, I'm not even gonna lie, that polish hit me and I was like, oh yeah, that's the smell we're used to. Yeah, it's just been a couple days since I've been in here, so. But I got my work cut out for me soon. Y'all, we are going to be doing lives all weekend, I think. And I'm going to be swatching like a fiend to do all this in time. Starting to I'm not behind yet, but we're getting close. I did not plan on not having yesterday to do stuff. And like I said, I kind of waited a little while to do this live in the hopes that Ribbits random package, because y'all, it went all over the place. I was hoping it would be here in time. So we're gonna play some catch up, but we're getting there. All right, here is one coat. Look at that beautiful shifting shimmer in there. Now it is a reflective, so you can already see it's drying slightly textured. Just grab your favorite glitter smoothing top coat. VV has their own. It is steamroller. It's amazing. Throw a layer of that on before you follow it with your Illuminate or favorite shiny, and it will take care of that immediately. I am going to grab my flashlight here so we can show the reflective glitters off. Look at those little sparkles in there. I apologize for naked nails. Again, I told y'all I popped them all off while we were sitting in the waiting room earlier. It happens. And again, we do have my little, I'm so mad I had to go back to another Gel X extension. I had just taken that off like a week ago. Ooh, you can already see it shifting. Can y'all see the pink from my pinky over there? Again, we're on a clear swatch stick, so that has an effect on the opacity too. We're gonna grab our Victorian Varnish Post-its here. I'm gonna use the back as a white backer. Yeah, you can see it's already starting to go pink on the edge where my pinky was, so I'm excited to see a second coat. And then when we do the actual dip here, which now is always going to be when I dip, you dip, because that's in my head. Thank you, Tammy. This is super pretty though. I love the purple to this, and then that shimmer that sits right on top. So that was one coat of Mad or Curious. And then we're going to go into her holiday offerings, which is based on the Shrek the Halls, which is Shrek's Christmas episode edition. That's the right word. Ooh. My magnet and my cuticle pusher just decided to be best friends. All right, so here is our Shrek the Halls duo. It will only come as a duo. It's going to be $27 for the pair with a cap of $150. The first one, I'm just going to do them in order of the paper here. So we're starting with To All a Gross Night. This is another reflective. Look at the cute little reindeers on there. This is a swampy, muddy olive base with bright red, orange, bronze, gold aurora shimmer, ghost flakies, and a tad of hollow flakes, and silver and black reflective glitter. So it has it all in here. It definitely gives swamp vibes for sure. It has so many flakies. We are not lacking in flakies by any means. See that gorgeous, gorgeous shift in there already. And then if we grab our flashlight, we'll show off the reflective and the hollow in there. Ooh, we got some big flakies in there, y'all. Ooh, I can never get the big flakies out for my swatches. Like, I want them for my swatches, and they just don't. They don't cooperate. Y'all, look at that sparkle. This is very much a me polish. I love a good Prugly, and I mean that. I always mean that in the most positive way we can. I love me a good Prugly polish, and I think this definitely fits it. Tammy says chunks for days. Yes, all them big old flakies in there. I'm excited. Let's get a coat on our swatch wheel. Yeah, she is a swamp polish. I love this. Love this. Hi, Nerida. Welcome. We are showing off some items coming to Hella Handmade Creations for October. So October 14th through the 21st. This one right here is called To All a Gross Night. It is part of Victorian Varnish's holiday duo coming. It is Shrek themed. Y'all, look at those flakes. Ugh. It's fairly opaque in one coat. I have no doubts in two coats at all. So pretty. Hi, Let's Polish the Town. Welcome in. Y'all, those flakes. They're so shifty. Ugh. And you can already see the hollow, but we're going to grab the flashlight so we can see the hollow and the reflective glitters in this one. Look at all those sparkles. Yeah, if you like a good Prugly swampy green, this one's it. Absolutely gorgeous. I love this one. Big green lover. Y'all know it. That was one coat of To All a Gross Night. I keep bumping into this tincture duo. I need to move it before I knock it on the floor. You know what? Let's put it on the 2B swatch stack. There we go. I can just totally see me elbowing that off onto the floor. All right, and then last but not least, we have Christmas. That was Chaos. Again, this is the second half of our Shrek the Halls holiday duo. This one is a smoky brick red. Ooh, see y'all, I guessed blue, so I was wrong. It is a smoky brick red with an intense violet red pink bronze glowy shimmer with micro hollow Aurora flakies. And you can see that now. It did settle on this edge a little bit, but you can see I'm dispersed more. I'm going to grab my magnet really quick and just get a hold of that mixing ball in there and just give her a quick little stir around. I'm not even on camera. I apologize, but we just give it a little shaky. Okay, let's see this on our swatch wheel. Oh, I did not show you in the bottle. Hold please. Hold please. Before I put it on the swatch wheel, let's show it in the bottle with the flash. We didn't really do that. Yes, I always love the Aurora Hollow in here. It's just so extra sparkly to normal hollow. Yes, look at all that there. Okay, gorgeous. Now we're going to swatch it. Hi, Victoria, the nail girl. Welcome. All right, now we're going to get on the swatch wheel here. Hi, sorry I came late. We are into holiday polish already. So this is October's HHC, which is October 14th through the 21st. And because of HHC being a pre-order, things need to be ordered and then shipped from brands to HHC and then shipped to the customers. So with all that ship time and the week pre-order period, they do holiday stuff in October so that it gets to you in time to use for the holidays. So yes, you are seeing some holiday stuff. We showed off Lizmo's Creations Scrunchy Pluses. She has her normal Aurora theme, the Gilded Aura theme, which is a beautiful purple aura. It's a purple marble scrunchie. And then she also has 2 holiday prints, which are beautiful, available as a duo. And then Tammy has her continuation on the Books, Botanicals, and Tea theme, which we are going to show a second coat. I haven't done the second coat yet, but here is one coat of it. It's a thermal. And then she has a Shrek the Halls holiday duo, which is what we're showing right here. We've done one coat of each. This one is what we just painted on. It's Christmas. This is chaos. I totally feel that, y'all. That is just, that's just my family get-togethers. It is pure chaos and it is pure fun. So like, totally get that. Hi, Kiss Me Marv. I'm not sure if I said that right or not, but welcome in. Yeah, this is so shifty and beautiful, and I think it pairs really well with our To All a Gross Night. Like, they both kind of got swampy vibes to them. And then this one, of course, has the hollow micro Aurora flakies. So I'm going to grab the flash and show those off a little bit more. Whoop! Sorry, bumped y'all. Oh, and it shows that shift even more, but look at those flakies. They're just sparkly little shreds. Beautiful. I really think they pair just really well together, and I think Tammy nailed the Shrek vibes of it. Love it. Opacity level, I feel like it's okay, but we're going to need 2 coats for sure. And the second coat's really going to show the depth in that shimmer more too. So it's not bad, but it definitely needs a second coat. So that was, my brain stopped. That was 1 coat of Christmas. That was Chaos. And I get y'all, I'm so not used to doing multi-brand. So I'm like, do I finish out VVs or do I go into Ribbits and then go back into second coats? What are we feeling, y'all? What's preferences? Do we do 1 coat of all the polishes, and then 2 coats, or do we finish by brand? This is newish to me. I'm gonna give you guys a second to put some answers, and I'm gonna give me a drink. I feel like I need the Jeopardy sound in the background. I have no answers. Okay, you're gonna make me make an executive decision. Y'all, I don't make decisions. I hate making decisions. Okay. Tammy says, by brand may be easier for people looking through YouTube. That does make sense. For replays, it probably does make sense to go by brand. So you are correct. Let's do that. Let's do it by brand. And Nerida confirmed it. Oh, she says all brand. I don't know if that means do all of the brands and circle back. I agree with Tammy. I think it's going to be easier for anyone watching the replays to stick with brands. So I agree with Tammy. We're going to do that. We're going to go in and do our second coat of Mad or Curious on its individual swatch stick here. And then we will go into Ribbits Stickits stuff after VB. All right, so we have our first coat on here. We're gonna go in with our second coat of Mad and Curious, which is the purple in cold state, pink when warm with large particle Aurora shimmer in pink, violet, red, and it has a tiny bit of silver reflective glitters. Okay, near this is by brand. Okay, cool. We have a consensus here. That's what we're doing. We're gonna do it by brand. I'm gonna try and get it all the way on there. All right, so here is our second coat. Super opaque in 2 coats. No questions there. You can see that beautiful shimmer already shifting all the colors. You have the pink, violet, and red in there. There is polish on my finger. I don't know when that happened, but it makes an official live now. This is super pretty. Now this is our thermal, so we'll let it set while we do the other 2, and then we'll come back and dip it in our waters, which is gonna be real interesting to do with our double info post-it sheet this time. Super pretty though. Near says that's a rich purple. It really is. It's a beautiful purple. I definitely see the cat that this is probably themed after with our Alice in Wonderland theme here. And then I'm going to grab the flash. So again, we can show off the reflective glitters in here. Get all those little twinkles and sparkles. It's a very deep purple, like so vibrant. A layer of steamroller on this, and then a layer of clear Illuminate top coat. It's going to be gorgeous. You can already see it turning pink over here because of my hands being hot. I wonder if I can get it to do more. Yeah, my hands are really hot right now. Yeah, you can already see that pink. It's making a pink line on the side of it. I wonder... Okay, the underneath is getting a little bit warmer. We'll still do the dippy dips for sure, but it's a really pretty pink. Tammy says super reactive. It really is, y'all. My hands are just, I wouldn't say my hands are hot. My hands are warm right now, and it is already shifting. You can see that. Tammy says neon, if you will. Yes, it is a very bright purple. It's gorgeous. All right, we're going to set it aside, let it finish setting. Yeah, she's already pretty much pink. We are purple up here and pink here, but we'll do the dippies to make sure you get a nice solid screenshot with your label. That was 2 coats of Mad or Curious, which I will give you a label shot when we do the dippies here in a second. Let's get our swatch wheel and do our second coats of the holiday Shrek the Halls theme. So we have To All a Gross Night, which is our swampy, muddy olive base with bright red, orange, bronze, gold Aurora shimmer, ghost flakies, and a tad of hollow flakes and silver and black reflective glitters. So it's got it all in there. We're gonna get our second coat on here. It is Swampy Pruggly Goodness. I love this polish. Oh, we got a little bit messy there. I love this polish, y'all. It is gorgeous. Look at that beautiful shift in those flakies. Definitely opaque in 2 coats, no questions. You can already see the hollow in there. Oop. Well, I already made a mess on that one and I made it worse just now. Lizmo says beautiful. Yes, oh, it's gorgeous. And then if we grab that flash, we can show off the hollow sparkles as well as the reflective glitters. So it has just a tad of black reflective and silver reflective in there. I love this one. Celeb says gorgeous. I agree. You'll know I love a good green, and this Pruggly Swampy green is it for me. Gorgeous. Here is a label shot. Again, this only comes as the duo with our Christmas. This is Chaos. It's $27 for the duo. A cap of 150. Here is a screenshot for those who like to screenshot their shopping lists. Wishlisting will start October 1st. So it's 2 coats, To All a Gross Night. And then we're going to go into our second one, which is Christmas. That was Chaos. This one is a smoky brick red with intense red, violet, pink, bronze, glowy shimmer with micro hollow aurora flakes. Crystal's is back. Sorry, had to do dinner and dishes. No worries. Welcome back. We are finishing up second coats of Victorian Varnish's offerings. This is her holiday duo, which is Shrek inspired. The Shrek the Halls Christmas edition of Shrek. Here is our second coat of Christmas. This is Chaos. Look at that gorgeous shift now with that second coat. Again, opaque in 2, no questions. Y'all look at that shift though. And that is in like high lighting. We're going to do this in low lighting. Let me turn this down a little bit. Hi, Melissa. Oh, yes. Look at it in the low lighting, y'all. It's gorgeous. Beautiful. All right. And then I'm going to grab the flashlight and we're going to show off those micro hollow aurora shreds. Ooh. All right. I'm sorry. You can see the hollow reflective in the other half to All a Gross Night too. Yes. Ugh. Now this is in low lighting with a flash, so obviously you're gonna have to work a little bit harder for that out in the real life in your crappy office lighting or your bathroom light or whatever. But yeah, with a flash, woo! Can you imagine that in the sunshine? Yes. Okay, this duo is super cute. Let me turn the light back up. All right. Here is a label shot of that one. Christmas, that was Chaos. Hey, Jen. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Heather. Okay, now I don't usually do this, but we don't always have duos. But because this is only sold as a duo, I also want to give you guys a screenshot of it as a duo. That way maybe you'll remember when you screenshot or when you look at your list that this is only available as a duo. It is $27 for this set, capped at 150 of them. Jen, hello. Joining only for a few. I'm on vacation. Oh, enjoy your vacation. Hello, Mallory. Welcome. Crystal says pretty. Yes, these are stunning. So there is your duo. Again, everything's on our info sheet. So if you want to screenshot this as well, so you have all your prices and your caps and all that jazz there. And then we're going to go and dip our thermal really quick. So let me get our water situation. This could be interesting with the water erasable dry erase stuff there, but we're going to find out. We're going to work it out. All right. Ugh. We're already technically in the cold, but I always dip it in the cold to make sure it's completely cold. So I'm just going to fill a little bit of cold water in our thing. I always pre-fill, I shouldn't say always, because sometimes I don't realize there's thermals. I try to pre-fill my hydro flasks with hot and cold water, and that's what we did this time. And sometimes they like want to vacuum seal themselves closed. So I have a cold one, and ooh, I feel like I'm going to dump this. Hold on. Try not to make a mess as we do this. I mean, my life is a mess, so, we can stay tidy in other forms. Okay. All right, we've got hot water on our right. I've got a cold water on the left. I don't know how well you can see it. Well, let me try zooming you out just a little bit. Okay, all right. Hi, Boo Boo Kitty Fuck. Welcome, welcome. My husband just chuckled as I read out your screen name. So if you have something else you want me to call you, please let me know. But if you want it to be that, then that's fine. All right, so we're going into the cool water. I didn't fill it as high as I wanted, but in its full-on cold state. And then we're going to go in over here into the hot water. We're going to dip half of it. And boom. Look at that pink. Again, totally opaque in 2 coats still. No questions. It's already starting to cool off because I left that water drop on there. If I get that off of there. All right, we're going to dip her again. All right, there you are. So you have the purple in the cool state, pink in the hot state. Let me see if I can fit Mad or Curious. Oh, she are getting cold because the water drops are on it still, y'all. All right, here we go. Mad or Curious. Again, this one will be $13.50. There is a cap of 300 of these. I know it's not the world's best screenshot, y'all. I'm sorry. All right, I love this, y'all. I absolutely love that pink with the purple. This is super fun. I'm getting Lisa Frank vibes with this too. Like, I'm already picturing what I can stamp on it. My mom says, oh my God, that matches my Frost Buddy. Slope says that is definitely a fave for me. Yes, it is super cute. Super, super fun. Again, it is a reflective as well as a thermal, so you're gonna want a layer of steamroller or whatever glitter grabber you prefer before you just follow it up with a glossy top coat. We're gonna do another little dippy just because we can. So there's cold and hot. Yes, love, love, love it. Again, also all of your info stuff is right here on the paper. If anybody hasn't screenshotted that, or if you're just coming in, let me move these waters way out of the way so I don't knock into them as we start showing off Ribbits Stickits offerings now. So that was all three of our offerings coming from Victorian Varnish for HHC October. And then we have 3 polishes and a item from Ribbits Stickits coming. So just like everyone else, she is going to have a holiday duo option. But hers, which I'm going to give a little shaky shake because the glitters have settled. These are so cute. She has a Life is Full of Sweet Surprises duo. It is inspired by a Muppets Christmas Carol, specifically Tiny Tim. It comes with a polish and a hanging car freshie. This is $22 for the set. It is capped at 25 sets available. Tammy says, thanks, babes, back to work. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for letting me show off your gorgeousness. Okay, so we have our beautiful, beautiful green polish. This is an olive green base with red to yellow shifting UCC flakies. We'll swatch that in just a second. We have our hanging car freshie here. I love that she does the matching sticker with it, so you know exactly when it came out. It has these fun glitters. The scent on this is candy canes, candy corn, and syrup with effervescent spicy soda pop, pine boughs, and sweet apples. We did smell this in the beginning of the live, so if you want to go back and watch that actual smelling, I get caramel and sugar in the very beginning, and then you get just a little bit of the pine boughs with some of that apple. It's very much a holiday scent. It is a very classic holiday scent. If you've never had one of Ribbits or anyone's hanging car fresheners, it has this really cool tie. So you just slide this bead up, stick it on your mirror, and then slide the bead where you want it. And then to activate it, you take off the bamboo top. It has a little plug in here that you're going to pull out. I sometimes just pop my nail under here. You shouldn't use your nails as tools. Also, a great tool would be your cuticle pusher. You remove this plug, put your lid back on, and then you flip it over for 10-15 seconds. You'll see it, especially being green, you'll see the color start to come up in the lid, and then you just put it back and it hangs in your car. They're great for bathrooms, small spaces, closets, gym lockers, but then they allow the scent. And then anytime you need a boost of freshness or you feel like your scent's not doing so much, you just turn it over again and give it another refresh, and then it's back. Again, this comes with the duo, so you get the polish and the freshener for $22. There's a cap of 25 of these available. I love the little star bottle, and then you can see the like glitter in there, so as you shake it up, it's like a little snow globe. Super, super cute. And then we are going to grab our Ribbits Stickits swatch wheel here. I just realized you're not zoomed back in. Ooh, we zoomed in a little too much. Okay, zoom me back in so you can see what we're doing. So we're going in with the Life is Full of Sweet Surprises, which the car freshie has the same name. They do match. And you can see Mr. Kermit the Frog there as Tiny Tim from A Muppets Christmas Carol. And you can see all of those gorgeous flakies in our green base. We're going to get a swatch of this on the swatch wheel. I love all these greens these makers are doing. I feel like green was something that like 2 years ago everybody was kind of afraid of, and now they're really starting to come out, and I love it. I feel like I was begging makers for green before. So here is a one coat. I do feel like it's a slightly jelly-ish base, so we definitely are going to need a second coat. But those flakies in there kind of just remind me of like fall leaves in it. They're really pretty. They're very shifty. I like the vibe of this green. It's very, very Kermit Frog colored. which Kevin absolutely loves. Muppets Christmas Carol, so this is just a super little fun. Yeah, definitely going to need a second coat for opacity, but it is a very pretty green, and then the way those flakies just kind of dance in there. Very cute. So again, that goes with the duo. You have to purchase the duo, which comes with that car freshie to get this one. And then they're continuing their 100 years of magic inspired, aka the Big Mouse. If you know, you know. And this month, the inspiration is from the Great Mouse Detective. They have 2 polishes. First up is I Didn't Lose Him. He was taken by a bat. And you can see our cute little mouse girl in the background here. This one is described as a teal crelly base with a mix of red to yellow and black to red UCC flakies. This one will be capped at 75 bottles available for $13 each. I really, really love the teal base of this. It's a little bit darker than what a lot of people have been doing. I think it's really fun though. I also could see this being a holiday vibe polish. Let's get a swatch on our swatch wheel here. Yes, and I'm actually really glad I went with the Ribbits wheel because you can see Dock Street Theater here, which is available at Little Box of Horrors right now. This has way more blue tone to it, where I Didn't Lose Him, He Was Taken by a Bat has more green to it. And then the flakies are definitely different. This is more of a bronzy flaky with that shimmer. And then this has those black to red flakes and then the red to yellow flakes as well. So I actually, when I opened this bottle just now, I was a little worried it was too similar to Dock Street, but I personally feel like they are very different. You have your blue, almost jadey color here. And then this one is very, very much a green teal base to it. I like the black to red flakies. I don't feel like that's something we see a whole lot yet, at least. Who knows? It might come out of the woodworks and every maker will start using it, but very cute. I don't really remember the Great Mouse Detective. I know I watched it. I just don't remember it all that much. So the references are not entirely in my brain fresh there, but that was one coat of I Didn't Lose Him, He Was Taken by a Bat. Still love the name. And then our second polish is, and again, y'all, I said this, please don't come for me. I don't know if it's basil or basil, because it is the name of our mouse detective here. But it is whatever of Baker Street, My Good Fellow. And this one is a magnetic polish. It is a brown jelly base with green to blue to purple magnetic pigment. It's going to be $12.50 with a cap of 75. You can already see that beautiful shift in it on its own. Then if we grab our magnet, we can pull it. I couldn't get this to show on the front camera, so hopefully in the bottle we can show it here. Yes, there we are. Look at that beautiful shiftiness there. And we're going to show this on an individual swatch stick because it's easier for magnets. We're going to do 2 because we're going to do a velvet and a bar magnet. I'm going to grab out my glamour gear here. And a stamper to hold up our swatch stick. I need to set down this magnet before I stick it to something. All right, so we're going to do a velvet one as well as a bar magnet. I will show it to you really quick, not magnetized. Y'all know, just because a polish is magnetic does not mean you have to magnetize it. Do whatever floats your boat. That is the fun part of nail polish. But we're going to show it magnetized here as well. We are on those clear swatch sticks, which do have an effect on opacity, so don't pass judgment on that just yet. So here it is before we magnetize it. Look at that beautiful shift. And then I'm going to put this down here on our bar magnet. Yes. Actually, let me zoom y'all in a little bit more so you can see that better. And then we're going to do a velvet one. Now, Ribbits has started a cool thing last month where if you like both of her offerings, for the general series, again, the holiday duo comes as a duo no matter what. But these polishes here, the magnetic is going to be, let me get that set down in the thing there. The magnetic we have, which is Basil of Baker Street, My Good Fellow. This one is $12.50, and the I Didn't Lose Him, He Was Taken by a Bat will be $13. But if you like them both, hi Witches for Me 21, welcome in. If you like both polishes, she has it set up where you can buy them as a duo. There is a small discount. It is $25 for the duo. There's a cap of only 25 duos. If you miss out on the duo, there is a cap of 75 each individual. So you can still get it. You just save a little bit of money. What is it? I think you save like 50 cents or $1 if you buy them as a duo, but it does save you a click when you're in a hurry and trying to purchase them. So there's that. We're gonna give this just another second to set. Y'all know I'm so impatient. I hate watching paint dry, but we have to do it for magnetics so they can have a fighting chance to show those gorgeous lines. All right, here is our one coat with a bar magnet. You can see that lovely line there in the middle. Again, we are one coat on a clear wheel, so the opacity is not quite there, but I'm very confident 2 coats is going to do it. You can see that beautiful line against the brown jelly base. I can definitely say I have nothing like this in my collection. I'm not really the biggest fan of browns personally, but I do like that pop of the magnetic line against it. It has a nice contrast against the brown, and it's a very warm chocolatey brown. So it's a nice brown. I'm not a big brown gal personally, but it is a pretty warm brown. And here it is velvet, which I'm not sure really does the magnetic as much justice as the bar does. I did get one of those thingies to do the like glass bead effect. I'm not sure how annoying it would be on a live because you have to like spin it. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it. I got one of these bad boys, so it has like different spacings, and then you put your finger in it and you spin. And I feel like on a live that might be just a little too much. I did do a video of it to show it. I just have yet to post it. But here it is, velvet. I am excited to see a second coat because I think it's going to help that pigment just come through even more. You can see it a little bit there. But I feel like the bar really shows this magnetic more. So I'm going to put this off to the side. We'll go back and do our other second coats of things. And then we'll go back and do the second coat of this one. I can balance all the magnetic stuff back where it goes. Okay, so let's go back to our holiday duo. Laura, do you like this mini magnet? I don't mind it. So this is the thing, guys. It's really, it's great. The brand is, oh, I've had the paper over here for like a month. There we go. Not a month, but for a while. So the brand, who are you from? It's from 5D Print Factory. That's who I got this from. I got it off of Etsy. It wasn't a bad price, honestly. It's 5D Print Factory. They apparently are going to be coming out with their own magnetic brand. I think the name's on this paper, but I don't know where it is. Anyways, so it has 3 different size levels. So you pick like your spacing. I honestly use this, the top one, because I think it's the skinniest one. I think I've like laid them out in a row. But then you like set your finger in here. There's a line. They tell you to like center it with your finger. And then there's little holes that line up. So you get it all done. And then you place your finger in there. This is not easy to do vertical, but you place your finger in, and then it has a spinner, and you just spin, 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 spin. It works very well. Honestly, I didn't have any problems getting the glass bead effect. The only problem I did have is I would find sometimes I'd get a little overzealous and I would knock it off a little bit, but it's not easy to do necessarily. I did do it once or twice, but you just set it right back on there. So I think it works well. I think it was inexpensive. Y'all know I am lazy and I would prefer a mechanical something. So we're still shooting for that, but I think it gets the job done. And it's not hard to sit there for a minute and just spin it, spin it, spin it. So I like it. I'm lazy personally. So that's me. But I do have I do have photos and a video I need to post using it because it does work well. All right. So back to Ribbits Stickits. We have our holiday duo, which is our polish and our car freshie. I just realized we are still super zoomed in. Let me zoom y'all back out. Sorry. Okay, not that far out. There we go. So the polish, Sandy says, I love mine. I have it in red. Yes, I will also not lie. They had other colors. They did just do a post today saying they have some like multi-chrome kind of colors, perfect for like the Halloween-ish vibes, witchy vibes. I won't lie. I personally went with the white because it was the cheapest option. Because the different colors, the more expensive filaments, the more you paid. I went white. It was the cheapest. That's just me. But you know, there's some really cool ones out there, and none of them are more expensive. There was like $2, $3. I just went with the cheapest. Okay, so we have our Life is Full of Sweet Surprises. It is the duo inspired by Muppets Christmas Carol, specifically Tiny Tim. The duo is $22. You get a cap of 25 of those available. I feel like I have lotion and stuff all over me, or oil, so it's on the bottle. It might just be on my phone too. This one is an olive green base with red to yellow shifting flakies. UCC flakies, sorry. Laura says we are this close. I'm so excited. I am, but I'm also not rushing now. That's why I bought this one. That's why, because I'm impatient. We know that too. That's why I bought that one. It'll hold me over, but I am excited. All right, we're going in with our second coat here, which we got even more of those beautiful flakies in. I do feel like it's kind of on the jelly vibes of things. So I feel like opacity is not bad in 2 coats. I won't really know until it's on my natural nails. I personally don't think my nail line is that visible, but that, I don't know. I really don't know what makes it visible, what doesn't. So I will let y'all know on my natural nails how many coats we do. But I do think it might be okay in 2 coats. If I do 3, I will definitely let you know. But I love these flakies. They're very pretty. I definitely get the Kermit the Frog, Tiny Tim vibes here. It pairs beautifully. Not that you're going to be doing my nails in my, you know, scent thing all the time, but it does really, like, they just vibe so well together. I think it's a ton of fun. If you are into a Muppets Christmas Carol, I think you're going to like this one, because who doesn't love Kermit the Frog? Hi, Jess. Very, very cute. I will let y'all know in my swatches how many coats we end up doing. I feel like 2 is going to be okay, but it might need 3. Again, you can only get the polish with the duo, with the car freshener. That scent is very much a holiday classic scent, so I don't think you can go wrong with it. Here is your screenshot of Life is Full of Sweet Surprises. 2 coats. Then we're going to go in with our second coat of... I didn't lose him. He was taken by a bat, which is our Great Mouse Detective inspired polishes. This one is a teal Crelly base with a mix of red to yellow and black to red UCC flakies. This will be $13 with a cap of 75. We're going to go in with that second coat. Yeah, it's way more green than Dock Street Theater. When I saw Dock Street Theater there, I was a little bit worried, y'all, especially being on the same wheel, but I'm kind of glad they're here because, again, Dock Street Theater is available at Little Box of Horrors right now. This has way more of a blue tone, and it has that shimmer to it, where this is definitely green tone, and you have the red to black flakes in here, which you don't typically see, and then these flakes are also a yellow to red, and I think these ones are just multicolor if I remember correctly. So they are definitely different. We're like, I wouldn't even say similar but different, because I feel like they're different. Like you have blue toned, you have green toned. I definitely feel like this is a fall vibe with those leaves, but also you could do holiday stuff with this if you wanted to. Oh, I bumped y'all. It's really pretty. I like it. I love the flakes in it. Definitely opaque, 2 coats. I have no questions there on this one at all. You can see those beautiful shifty flakies. Again, the red and black flakes is not something I've seen too much yet, so kind of excited to see if this is going to become a trend and what makers make with that. Here is your screenshot. I didn't lose him. He was taken by a bat. And then last but certainly not least, we have our beautiful magnetic. Let me get everything back in here on screen. You've got our glamour gear I'm using so we can do velvet and bar magnet swatches at the same time. And we have our Basil, y'all, I'm so sorry, of Baker Street, My Good Fellow. Again, it is Great Mouse Detective themed. I watched it growing up, but I don't really remember it. This one is going to be $12.50 with a cap of 75 of them. It is a magnetic polish with a brown jelly base with green to blue to purple magnetic pigment. Again, you can buy these individually, or if you like them both, you can hit the duo button on HHC's website. Let me zoom y'all in so you can see a little bit better. You can hit that duo button and it saves you, I think it's like 50 cents a dollar. There's a cap of 25 duos at $25. Here is our second coat, which I am feeling the opacity a lot more the second coat. I was a little bit nervous about it. Here it is, unmagnetized. Yeah, definitely opaque, 2 coats. Beautiful unmagnetized. I love that green purple shimmer. And then we put it down here on our bar magnet. Yes, brown is not my go-to. We already said that. I don't wear a lot of brown polishes, but I really do like the pop of contrast with that green, blue, purple magnetic on there. Here we go with our second coat to velvetize. All right, we're gonna pop that down there. Yeah, I really do. You can see, I don't know if you can see as much. I'm gonna whoa, okay, zooming in a little bit. You can see that line already. It has a beautiful green right there, and then it moves into the blue and the purple on the edge. It's so lovely on top of that chocolatey brown. Laura says that's so pretty on magnetized. Yes, honestly, y'all, I kind of like it on magnetized better personally because you get that beautiful green, blue, purple just right on top of the chocolate brown. So it's more of like a shifty brown versus a brown with a line. But again, that's because I don't wear a lot of brown polish. That is my personal preference. We all have preferences. Some people love a good brown. If you do love a good brown, I highly suggest you go join the Spin Me Right Brown, which I love that name, Facebook group, because there are some stunning browns in there, y'all. I'm just not the biggest fan of brown. It's not my favorite polish color. I don't tend to reach for it unless I need it for a specific collab or something. But here is our 2 coats, which again, I feel like opacity level, we're good in 2 coats now. And then you have that beautiful magnetic line, which you can see the green to the blue to purple, no questions. I love the high contrast of those colors against that the rich chocolatey brown base. It's very pretty. And then we will grab our velvet so we can show that. Now I'm hoping the second coat, yes, the second coat really did show more in velvet. I wasn't sure about it after the first. I feel like you see mostly the green pigment in the velvet. I don't know what's coming across on camera so much. I think the very edges, maybe you get that blue. Now I feel like the glass bead method, because it's an all around versus a left to right pigment setup, however you want to word that, I think that might show off all 3 colors more. I do think it is a lovely contrast. It's just not my favorite thing ever. I just don't tend to reach for browns. I also do get the inspiration here. I totally understand the Great Mouse Detective with this polish. Y'all, it's all over my hands. But it's really pretty, and I'm glad that the second coat really showed that velvet more, because it just wasn't vibing on one. Again, I think 2 coats is totally going to be fine opaque wise, unless you have a very, very visible nail line. Then if you don't want to magnetize 3 layers of a magnetic polish, don't do it. Or throw on a blurring base coat as your base first to hide that visible nail line. That'll help too. But here is that. Did I do screenshots? Yes, I did. Okay. Totally forgot if I did the label shot of the last one. So let me zoom you guys out a little bit so I can get the polish bottle in here and not stick these together. Laura says, I don't normally do brown either, but I love this. It is really pretty. It's very rich. Here is 2 coats of Basil on Baker Street, My Good Fellow. And you have the bar on top, the velvet on bottom. Okay, I think that's probably our best angle for that screenshot. It is very pretty, and I do really like it unmagnetized too. So again, that just cements the fact that I tell y'all all the time, you do not have to magnetize a magnetic polish. You just don't have to do it. If you don't feel like doing it, you think it's prettier without it, like, don't do it. Nobody's forcing you to. All right, I'm going to zoom you guys out a little bit. I'm going to leave this once again for anyone who wants to screenshot the info sheet. This is everything I showed off tonight. So you have the Lizmo's Creations, her typical offering, which is the continuation of her Aura series. So you have the Purple Aura Scrunchie Plus, which is $11, capped at 35 of those. You have the Cozy Season Duo, which was our green plaid, and the blue snowflake. That only comes as a duo for the holiday shop. It is $21. There's a cap of 35 sets. Then you have Victorian Varnish's offerings. She's continuing her botanicals, teas, books, botanicals, and tea series with Matter Curious. That was that purple purple pink thermal reflective. It's $13.50 with a cap of 300 of those. Then you have the Shrek the Hall's Christmas Duo. It's $25, only again available as a duo with a cap of 150 of those. Lavish in the Fall Party Scent for $9. There's a hard cap of 60 of the that lavish available. Then you have the tincture duo, which is also fall party. And so matcha, there is $9 for that set, and a hard cap again of $50, a hard cap of 50 sets. And then of course we had our Ribbits offerings. You had the Baker Street, Basil at Baker Street, and I didn't lose him. He was taken by a bat. $12.50 for Baker Street, with a cap of 75, and the I didn't lose him is $13 with a cap of 75. You can buy those as a duo. There's only 25 duos available at $25. And then your Muppets Christmas Carol duo, which is $22 with a cap of 25. Wishlisting starts October 1st. Pre-order runs the 14th through the 21st. I don't know if I need to go over that with y'all every time. If you just want me to screenshot it, this is still a new thing we're getting used to. But that is what we showed off tonight. I'm gonna flip y'all around. Yes, so that is everything we showed. Let me scoot back. We are real close and personal here, and I love y'all, but like you don't need to be all up in there. Laura says I would definitely put that one in the Pro Glue territory. I agree with the brown and then the green shimmer on it. That definitely on its own it kind of leans Pro Glue, and then when you have that magnetic line, maybe not as much. I'm not sure. It's very pretty. Again, it's a very luscious chocolatey brown, so it's a pretty brown. I just don't typically wear brown. That's just not my typical thing. So yes, lots and lots of wonderful things coming. Again, we do have holiday stuff because makers need to have time to make them and send them to HHC headquarters and then them get it to you in time for you to use them for holiday. It was definitely mentioned that you could pick up any of these items as gifts or stocking stuffers or Secret Santa gifts. So keep that in mind when you are doing your holiday shopping on HHC. Excuse me, they do not just have to be for you. If you know anyone in your life who loves polish or cute scrunchies, y'all, these scrunchies are so cute. Definitely keep that in mind while you're shopping. Lots and lots of beautiful goodies. So if you hung out with me and joined tonight, I appreciate you. I super appreciate everyone who was game for me to do it last night, and then didn't mind when I had to postpone it because I wasn't feeling super well. So thank you guys for letting me have the night off. I really, really wanted to do it. I tried to push through, and I just, yeah, I mean, literally up until 5 minutes till, I was like, no, there's no way I can do it. But I tried. I did, I swear. So thank you for letting me have last night to rest. And again, for joining tonight, even though we postponed. Lots of gorgeous stuff. Thank you to all of the makers for sending me this stuff and letting me show it off to you. I love that I get to do this and that I get to hang out and talk nail polish with all of y'all. Yeah, if you watch the replay here, let me know. Are you excited for the holidays? I know y'all. Trust me, I know it is September. I am like that person who's irritated that Walmart has more Christmas shit out than Halloween stuff. But if we're prepping for the holidays, I do love Christmas. I love Hallmark movies and snuggling on the couch and putting up my Christmas tree. So I know as soon as Halloween is over, it's Christmas. So I get it. I get why these are doing it. But, you know, let's chat in the comments. Let me comment here. If you watch this on my YouTube, definitely leave me a comment. If you wanted to subscribe to my YouTube, that would be super great. I'm shocked by how many subscribers I have over there, especially since I just copy paste from here to that. But I appreciate that everyone enjoys watching them over there. But leave me a comment either place and we will chat and hang out in the comments. And yeah, I hope everyone has a great night. I will definitely be doing lives this weekend, so stay tuned for those. And yeah, I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.